Alright, in the bottom side of the map, we have Spotyus playing Nadia. And this is the latest patch. We're playing in TYM December. So Nadia is going to be in the buffed form. I believe they got improved groove charge on both grooves. So they went from very slow to, I believe it's slow now. So we're gonna be seeing a little bit more Nadia soon, because I think their groove was actually very strong in general, but people weren't going them because, you know, groove charge was slow. And on the other side, we've got Ragna, who we've been seeing a little bit of. I think Ragna's just like a little bit undertuned, but we saw a bunch of nerfs to the top tiers, so you know, people are gonna be trying stuff out. People are gonna be experimenting a bit more. And we're not seeing too much of a difference in this cap opening phase. Like, I guess Ragna's being, actually, I say that, Ragna's being way more aggressive. What am I talking about? Going straight into the middle, not gonna go for any kind of heal or anything. And Spotyus, going along the sides, gonna knock down this lumber mill. You can see Nadia's trademark flamethrower right there. And Spotyus gonna contest on this left hand side as well. And Ragna just doesn't have enough health to really do anything here. Gonna heal up. Gonna go for the capture on that village there. We see a knight start to make its way out slowly. That will make its way to the front lines to be kind of useful. And Nadia, gonna keep burning down this lumber mill. Gonna build a lot of groove. Already on 88%. That is a lot of groove charge already. Anything interesting? Air trooper wagon. Okay, going for some transport there. Makes sense. Commander's out on the side, so might as well take advantage of that. And okay, Ragna also has groove. And Ragna groove quite substantially weaker than the Wargroove 1 version, but the Wargroove 1 version could wipe armies and get lethals from across the map, so not the end of the world. And Nadia actually gonna hit a village that has a decent amount of health. And, ooh, we see Dragon come forward. So I guess Spotyus just really wants to go for like a game-ending blow right now. Strongholds are very vulnerable on this map. There's a lot of stronghold pressure that can happen. Oh, we're gonna see Ragnar clear out some swords. Gonna go for this decap and the capture. So they're actually cleanly gonna take this lumber mill over here. And it just pulls back their forces in front of the strongholds. Really nice use of this flagstone. Commander cannot one-shot a sword on flagstone. Oh, but Nadia just gonna continue to burn down all of the villages. There's a fire starter, wicked fire starter, and oh, here we see knight comes in. A little bit of pressure, and yeah, you can attack pretty safely from here, especially if you've got a drag in the middle. Lots of pressure on the stronghold. Nadia are going to be able to use groove to clear stuff in front of it too. Able to soften up a whole bunch of stuff. And Snake actually goes for the counter pressure, lines up a knight crit. Has Ragna groove to knock stuff out of the way too, so yeah, makes sense. And Nadia, you know, as scary as this push is from Nadia, they just don't have the lethal this turn. The Spotyus is just like, okay, well, I gotta use my dragon defensively, I've got a wall. Nadia's gotta keep burning down villages. And, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like, you've got a big economy advantage by doing this, so why not? And yeah, Nadia builds so much groove. Already at 131. Looking to get tier 2. And Ragnar's 147. Ooh, and that's going to keep going up this turn. Lots of combat coming in. Picking off sword after sword. Goes for the capture. Ooh, that's a lot of damage to take on a mage. I'm not sure. Actually, Witch is out now, so that's there to contest the dragon. And Snake, yeah, just gonna pull back on their aggressive front. I'm going to force Spotyus to retreat because there's not really much to back up this army over here. Oh, suicides into the mage? Oh, but gets the follow-up kill with the sword, so yeah, that makes sense. You know, you're trading like a spear, and I guess like spear and a sword for a full health mage and like a chunk of like the health on a dog. That's not too bad actually. And this sword isn't actually going to die without doing more damage to something first. Alright, we got shield jump. Pushes the dragon into the mage. Ooh, that was really good. And Snake taking huge advantage of the new mechanics to deal with this Ragna groove. And yeah, now we see just full on counter attack coming in, cleaning up so much of this force on the right. That dragon was a key unit as well. You know, the mage goes down, the witch is there as well, but maybe you could like wall for that. You've got your own witch too, so you could like maybe line that up with your dragon so it won't get one shot. But yeah, it was that was a really nice kill there from Ragna. But you know, not over yet. Nadia's gonna come in, take out some more skellies. Really close to building groove. Ooh, nice hex as well. Gonna make sure that witch won't be able to deal as much damage this turn. And yeah, Nadia's on 95, so there's no unit suicide. Actually, can a 90 health sword suicide into a 95% health commander? That is a question. Oh, actually, because of the positioning, it would be a crit, so it wouldn't actually suicide. That's actually really interesting, using your opponent's crit condition against them. That was really well played there by Spotyus. And, you know, it's still anyone's game. Picking off a dragon is huge, but Spotyus had a big econ lead for a long time. And the map is still split. Alright, nicely done there. There's a whole bunch of weakened units. Oh, we're going to see Fire Dance come out. What's this going to hit? Ooh, deals a lot of damage, takes that sword, injures the commander. Witch is going to go down as well. Spotyus getting a huge turn. Ragna did really good work with her groove, but that was a great turn there from Nadia. That's just a lot of army damage as well. And the cool thing, so Nadia's groove has a lot of RNG elements to it, but because it attacks in like a kind of I'm trying to like remember, rhombus I think is the word I'm looking for. It hits a certain amount of tiles, and if you just position it correctly, you can determine who it hits. Someone asking, did it only hit 4 units? I think it did hit 5. I'm fairly sure it did. I think it just killed one of them. Okay, and what Spotyus gonna do? Alright, we see the golem move. See another hex come in. Both of them are just really wanting to keep pressing the hex button. And you know, it opens up kills. That mage gets the kill, the knight follows up as well. And Spotyus is looking great here. Really pushing forward with Nadia. Dealing a lot of damage. And this all comes down to a lot of what happened earlier. Nadia was able to build so much groove by attacking these villages with like basically unchallenged that incredibly powerful groove that came out and is about to, we're about to see a tier 1 come out as well in the near future. You get to really see the strength of Nadia right now. Alright, big mage shield comes in. We're gonna see attack on the golem. Knight gets cleared. You see the spear go down as well. So Snake is not out of this yet. Ragna's actually getting close to building groove as well. And yeah, they do have to scoot on out of there though, because they would have died if they'd stayed. Spotyus' second golem. Alright. Fire pretty effective in its golem. Nadia takes a lot of counter attack damage. There is a mage heal, so yeah, we're gonna see them get healed up. Not quite to full, but pretty close. And they're outside of the night crit range from behind as well, so you know, not too many lethal opportunities. What's this gonna be? Crit on Ragna. That's a lot of damage to take. And yeah, just more and more units getting picked off. Big heal comes in. And we're gonna see damage on the mage. Makes sense. You don't have to deal with those. We won't kill Ragna this turn anyway. And I think Spotyus is just gonna overwhelm. We saw a really good groove earlier from Snake. And maybe we'll see another one before the game ends. We see the 198. Okay, so they got tier 2. Unit Suicide comes in. Are we actually going to see a lethal here? What's going to come in next? Mage follow-up? Makes sense. You know that's gonna die, so might as well go for it. What else is there? Ragna Groove. Alright, how's this gonna play out? Shield jump. Oh, big push! Commander does not get pushed, but just takes a bunch of damage. I don't know if this is gonna be enough though. That wasn't a lot of damage there from that mage. And the swords, no, not gonna be enough either. Too much of the stuff was injured before the fight took place, and yeah, Snake. They did a good job, I think, but Spotyus really, they just got so much groove farm off of taking that right hand side. Nadia was just completely uncontested, and you know that early heal really came in, like going straight to the center of Ragna. You would think going to a more central position would result in more fights, but there was no heal on Ragna early on, so Nadia with that earlier heal able to just constantly pressure, just constantly build groove. Win on economy as well. And yeah, that tier 2 groove did a ton of damage. And they won the game because of it. Like because of the early income lead and because of that groove, able to get tons of damage. So really nicely played there. Spotyus takes the win. And for those who may not know, watching on YouTube or just tuning in now, these two have faced off against each other 3 times in this Test Your Metal. And Spotyus coming out on top 2-1 overall. So well played to Spotyus.